Hello friends, welcome again to my channel. This video is what the continuation of the last video in this stationary wave unit. In the last video also we have seen analytical treatment part 1. In that video we were up to the changes with respect to position. We have finished the changes with respect to position, and in that also two cases where we found in one case these are the positions corresponding to antinode, and in the second cases we found that those are the positions corresponding to nodes. And we have already found in that video also the distance between two successive nodes and antinodes, and between any two between a node and a antinode, right. So now in this video we will see what will be the changes with respect to time, because we have seen that those 5 equations I have written here, those 5 equations, again those 5 equations are not only depends upon the position, but they are also depends upon the time also. Only the 5th equation is only completely depends upon position, but remaining 4 equations are depends on both position as well as time. That is why we will see what happens or how will be the changes with respect to time. So yes, I have written these equations one more time. So that is why we already have these equations 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Equation 4 is the resultant displacement. Okay. Equation 5 is amplitude of the resultant wave. Equation 6 is velocity of particles. Equation 7 is the acceleration of particle, and equation 8, that is here it is dy by dx. So it is compression or strain. We know that we have already found these equations in the last video also. So these 4 equations we have to do substitute some changes with respect to time in this equation. That is why I have written once again these equations, right. So you need not to write again for the calculation purpose. So you just continue your notes. Now we can say changes with respect to time. Here first case, let us consider a time instant when, now which are the two terms which are depends upon the time. It is sin 2 pi Vt by lambda and cos 2 pi Vt by lambda. As in case of the changes with respect to position, we have two terms, sin 2 pi x by lambda and cos 2 pi x by lambda, right. So here we have sin 2 pi Vt by lambda. So we will consider again similarly, sometimes or once the sin value will be minimum and cos will be maximum, and in second case reverse, sin will be maximum and cos will be minimum. So the minimum value of sin we know 0. Yes, we have considered sin 2 pi Vt by lambda is 0 and cos 2 pi Vt by lambda is plus or minus 1. Maximum value of sin or cosine is plus minus 1. Again these two conditions we have to substitute in these 5 equation. Very simple, right. So substitute these two conditions from equation 4 to 8 we get. So first thing we get the displacement from equation 4. If we substitute sin 2 pi Vt by lambda, and what is its value? 0. So that is why displacement will be 0. That means the displacement of resultant wave becomes 0. Okay, this is amplitude. In the amplitude term we do not have any t factor, that is why it will remain as it is. It is 2a cos 2 pi x by lambda. Then if we go to the velocity, particle velocity dy by dt, equation number 6, in that case cos 2 pi Vt by lambda is there, but cos 2 pi Vt by lambda we have considered plus or minus 1. Okay, now plus or minus 1, that means this equation becomes, instead of this cos we will have plus minus 1, therefore plus or minus 4 pi av by lambda cos 2 pi x by lambda as it is. Now if we go to the acceleration, equation number 7, substitute these two values. Here again in acceleration we have sin 2 pi Vt by lambda term, and that is why this equal to 0, therefore acceleration becomes 0. And lastly the dy by dx, that is strain or compression. In strain or compression also we have sin 2 pi Vt by lambda, and that we have considered 0, therefore strain is 0. And you know when strain is 0, that point is antinode. Okay, that is antinode. Strain is minimum at antinode, strain or compression is maximum at node. Okay, let us go to the next slide. So since 2 pi Vt by lambda is equal to 0, we have considered here sin 2 pi Vt by lambda is equal to 0. If we consider, we have already considered this, sin 2 pi Vt by lambda equal to 0, and again we know the generally sin m pi equal to always 0 if m is starting from 0 to infinity. So these two equations, right hand side 0 0, left hand side must be 0, and after equating, if we take the sine inverse, then we got sine will be removed, then 2 pi v t by lambda divided by m pi, right, and from that we will get small t is the time instant at that time instant. So, time small t equal to m lambda divided by 2 v, this m pi will get cancelled, this lambda will go to the numerator, m lambda divided by 2 v. But we know that the velocity, frequency and wavelength are related by this formula. Yes, v is equal to product of wavelength and frequency, or in case reverse we can write frequency is equal to the ratio of velocity and wavelength v by lambda, and that is equal to 1 by t, that is equal to 1 by t, because this is frequency and now this t is capital, that means frequency and time period, this capital T means time period, this small t means at that time instant. So, frequency is reciprocal of time period, that is why that is equal to 1 by t. That means, instead of this v by lambda, we can substitute 1 by t, but we do not have v by lambda here, we have lambda by v. Therefore, we can write directly that equal to t, right, because v by lambda is 1 by t. So, lambda by v is t. So, if we substitute this value in this equation, then we will get small t is equal to m by 2 as it is, and instead of this lambda by v, we have written capital T. So, small t is equal to m capital T by 2, where m we know it starts from 0 to infinite. Okay. Now, here, so small t we got this general formula m capital T divided by 2. Now, here capital T is time period. Okay. Now, if we substitute the value of m 0, first value, then small t will be 0, t is equal to 1, capital small m is equal to 1, then next is capital T by 2, next capital T, then 3t by 2, then and so on. Okay. So, it follows that the twice in each time period the particles passes through their mean position. How we can conclude like this? Now, see here if we take the difference between these two successive time instants, right. So, t by 2 minus 0, it is t by 2, t minus t by 2, again t by 2, 3t by 2 minus t, 3 by 2, and so on. So, that means what? If we take the difference between any two successive time instants, we are getting the time difference, that is capital T by 2, capital T by 2. Okay. Now, I can write the time distance is, or I can write this as delta t, okay, because I am taking difference between these two. Shall I write it as delta t? Okay, delta t, and how much we are getting? Capital T divided by 2. It is getting capital T divided by 2, or I can rewrite this equation as, one second, I can write this as capital T is equal to 2 into delta t, capital T is equal to 2 into delta t. Okay. So, from this we can say, now look at this equation, capital T is equal to 2 into delta t. 2 into delta t means what? In one particular time period. What is capital T? It is time period. In one time period, the time instance when the nodes or antinodes are passing, it comes how many times? Twice. That is why we have written that last statement. See, it follows that twice in each time period the particles passes through their mean position. That means, this is what the mean position. If we go to the very first diagram, the horizontal line is the mean position. So, within one time period, particle moves to the mean position or moves through the mean position how many times? 2 times. It follows from this equation. You can go 2 steps ahead and you can write here, if we take the difference between them, that will be delta t, and delta t is equal to t by 2, and therefore, capital T is equal to 2 into delta t, and that is why we can say in one time period particle follows twice through particular mean position. Okay, right. Now, again second case, here we have seen first case. Consider the instant where sine is minimum and cos is maximum. Now, go to the reverse case, when sine is maximum and cos is minimum, that means sine 2 pi v t by lambda is plus minus 1, while cos 2 pi v t by lambda is equal to 0. Again these 5 equations, substitute these two conditions in these 5 equations 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 4 is displacement, 5th is amplitude, 6 is velocity, 7 is acceleration and 8th one is for strain or compression. Now, see equation number 4, if we substitute this value sin 2 pi Vt by lambda, it is here, yes. So, it will be plus minus 2a cos 2 pi x by lambda will be as it is, means displacement is maximum. Amplitude, now see amplitude here cos 2 pi x by lambda, t factor is not there, therefore, amplitude remains as it is. In case of velocity, equation number 6, velocity we have cos 2 pi Vt by lambda factor, but cos 2 pi Vt by lambda is 0, therefore, velocity becomes 0. Now, in case of acceleration, we have sin 2 pi Vt by lambda t factor, but it is plus or minus 1, and already equation number 7 is minus, therefore, here it becomes minus or plus, minus plus. So, d2y by dt square, that is acceleration, minus plus 8 pi square a v square by lambda into cos 2 pi x by lambda as it is. Instead of only this sign, we have substituted plus or minus, but due to this negative sign, it becomes minus or plus, right. And lastly, the equation number 8, and again it was already minus, that is why it becomes minus and plus, and instead of sin 2 pi Vt by lambda, we can substitute plus or minus 1, and it is minus or plus 4 pi a by lambda sin 2 pi x by lambda. Okay. So, these are what the equations we got after these two conditions substituted, after substituted these two conditions corresponding to time instant changes, right. And again here what we got here, it is strain and it is maximum. So, strain maximum, compression maximum means, yes, it is what, it is what, a node, it is a node. But moreover, we have to see in one particular time period how many times it went through the mean position. So, again we will take this particular thing, or either we will take cos 2 pi Vt by lambda equal to 0. Since cos 2 pi Vt by lambda 0 we have considered, and generally cos 2m plus 1 pi by 2, that means cos of odd multiple of pi by 2 is always 0, and if we equate these two equations and if we take the cosine inverse, then we got 2 pi Vt by lambda is equal to 2m plus 1 pi by 2 for all m varies from 0 to infinity. Okay. And again what we want, the time instant. So, therefore, rearrange this equation, get pi cancel, and small t is equal to 2m plus 1 lambda divided by 4v. Again using the same equation, v by lambda is equal to n, that is frequency, and that is nothing but 1 by t, because frequency and time period are reciprocals of each other. So, instead of v by lambda we can substitute t, because yes, here it is v by lambda is there, but here we have lambda by v, here we have lambda by v. So, v by lambda is 1 by t. So, lambda by v, its reciprocal will be t. So, therefore, we got small t is equal to 2m plus 1 capital T here divided by 4. And if we just break this equation, what do we get? M, because these 2 and these 4 separately divided. So, m t divided by 2 plus t by 4, m t divided by 2. Now, see what was the last we have seen for the first case, it is simply m t divided by 2, but in this case we have one more additional term, and that is t by 4, m t divided by 2 plus t by 4. Again substitute the value of m from 0 to infinity. If we substitute m is equal to 0, it is t by 4, m is equal to 1, then 3t by 4, 5t by 4, 7t by 4, etc. and so on. Okay. Now, again if we take the difference between any two successive this time instance. So, 3t by 4 minus t by 4, how much it will be? 3t minus t, it is 2t divided by 4, that means against t by 2. If we take the difference between any two successive time instances, always small t you will get small t, or small delta t you will get t by 2 only, and from that we can write capital T is equal to 2 into delta t, as we have seen in the first case only. So, here also we are seeing that in one particular time period how many time instances are coming like this 2 times. That means, in one particular time period particles are moving through the mean position how many times? Twice. This is what you have to write in case of your time or the changes with respect to time. And lastly, whatever I have said, that is what we have concluded. At this instant, the displacement, acceleration and the strain are maximum at all positions, and the velocity of the particle is 0. At these instants, each particle is at an extreme position and the pattern is stationary, because the particles are in the same position, extreme position, and that is why we can call this as the stationary pattern, and the waves are the stationary waves. Okay. So, these are what the two parts of analytical treatment of stationary waves. This will be the end of analytical treatment of stationary wave. In first video, we have seen changes with respect to position, and this video tells us about the changes with respect to time, right. And in every time period, we have seen the particles are passing through the mean position twice. Okay. Thank you. Next article we will see in the next video. If you have any doubt, you can post in the comment box, and if you really like this video, you can like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon, so that you will get the notification of my next video. Thank you.